remain standing for the playing, for the playing of the honor song by the Black Point Singers during this star-filled ceremony. You may now be seated. Thank you. On behalf of the senior class, I would like to welcome you to the 2026 commencement program at Wilmot High School. This is our 132nd graduation ceremony. We will start today's ceremony with the honors group representatives, Carson Juergens and Jada Cameron.
Hello everyone, my name is Jada Cameron and I'd like to thank you all for being here on this exciting day. At first, I was nervous about writing a speech because I wasn't sure what message I wanted to share. The possibilities for the right graduation speech seems to be endless. I believe God gave me the sign I needed when a similar message was shared at our class baccalaureate church service this past Wednesday night. Today is about remembering how we got here. It wasn't just our passing grades, aced tests, or assignments, but the people who stood with us through it all. The parents who pushed us, the teachers who believed in us, the coaches who taught us discipline, and most importantly, each other. The people sitting around us are those who helped us get to this stage. When we first walked into high school, I don't think any of us realized how quickly these 4 years would go by. At the time, graduation felt so far away. 4 years sounded like forever. We were told countless times that the time would fly by, and now I truly understand what they meant. Somewhere between the late night homework, class bonding, spirit weeks, Friday night games, and early mornings, we created special memories as a class, and we will carry those with us along. We will carry them along with us after graduation. I think what makes today so meaningful is that every one of us sitting up here took a different path to get to this point. Some people seem to have everything figured out, while others were only able to take it week by week. Some of us faced challenges that nobody else saw or could understand, but regardless of what our journey looked like, we all made it to this moment together. This chapter has been so much more than our achievements or awards, but most importantly, the times that we failed, learned, and pushed forward as a class. Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I found this verse written on a neon yellow sticky note, anonymously placed in the pocket of a pair of pants I bought a couple of months ago. Today, I would like to thank the Lord for this reminder, as well as our achievements as a class and for all of the journeys ahead of us. Congratulations to the class of 2026. Although high school wasn't perfect for any of us, we did it, and boy did we do it well.
Alright, well, I guess I've been chosen to give a speech here. I want to start off by thanking all the teachers that got us here, especially Mr. Olson. He is the greatest superintendent ever, and I can't read your hand. I guess I'll just skip to the senior poem we wrote in English class. In elementary school, she always got hurt, but now when it comes to fashion, Bethany knows what's worse. He's a ball magnet, they stick to him like glue, call him Daniel, no reply, because Bosa is his cue. If you smell food, you know who, Jada is the clue. She's sassy and confident, be careful, she might steal your chair. You never know when he'll show up to school, but Maddox will always be on the court breaking every rule. If you can't find him, don't worry or flee. Check the library, that's where he might be. Artist and director too, you'll find Kevin in a mood, getting kind of angry until he grabs some food. Obsessing over shoes, yeah, that's his groove. If you hear someone laughing it up, that's Caden for sure, but talk about the law and his tone turns mature. He's wide awake when Wordle's in play, but he's late to school most every day. Be sure to look both ways when Tanner's on the way. When it comes to Carson, he's known to talk it up, but don't play around when it comes to his pickup truck. Hunting and fishing, he's out at dawn, out in the wild till the day is gone. If you hear her yell at the smallest thing, without her caffeine, Emily's on the swing. Chronically online, stuck in the feed, till she gets an Alani, that's all she needs. She knows all the tea, her stories never fall flat, but when it comes to decor and Hello Kitty, Emma's got all that. With a Stanley in hand and barely any sleep, still spilling the gossip she promises to keep. You'll never catch her without a Dr. Pepper in hand, surrounded by kids, Brooklyn's got it all planned. The odds of the year, she wears that crown clear, with Morgan Wallen blasting in her ear. When it comes to Matthew, math is never hard, but outside of school, all his free time is spent on his guitar. Cosmetology dreams and snacks on repeat, but Reese is absent so often you can't find her in her seat. In his truck, rolling clean, Shlenny's set and steady. He's a state champ on the track, but when it comes to reading, you know Ethan isn't ready. She's the one who's super smart, but she can be kind of tart when she gaslights you, vodka sweet from the heart. He's a farmer by trade and procrastinates all night, and with Kevin, Noah argues till the end of the play. That's my speech again.
I would just like to point out two things, and then we're going to do our flower ceremony. Number one is I did proofread all of the speeches, but if you noticed, he undid a piece of paper out of his pocket. So thank you, Carson. And just to clarify, that was their senior speech that they wrote together as a class in senior English. So they all knew those parts about them were being talked about.
When there's storm raging in your fight, it won't go away. Drop on your knees and pray. Life can get hard sometimes, I know. You gotta get up and walk straight and narrow. When they're chasing you down with an overhound and you're running through fields for your life. You gotta get up, son, I know they're gunning for you. Don't let the thoughts get yesterday crowd out the visions of today. Don't let your past define your next. We will all be judged same someday. Life can get hard sometimes, I know. You gotta get up and walk straight and narrow. When they're chasing you down with an overhound and you're running through fields for your life. You gotta get up, son, I know they're gunning for you. Chasing you down with an overhound and you're running through fields for your life. You gotta get up, son, I know we're gunning for you. Hoping you take that jump, don't feel the fall. Hoping the water rises, you will fall. Hoping the crowd screams out, screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay.
Now I would like to introduce our commencement speaker. Natalie, maiden name Jensen Raymond, is a class of 1997 Wilmot High School graduate and a 2001 South Dakota State University graduate with a Bachelor of Science degree in economics. Natalie returned to Wilmot in 2002 with her husband James so he could join the family farming operation. They have been blessed with 2 children, Madeline, who is a 2022 graduate of Wilmot High School and a 2026 graduate of SDSU, and Cooper, who is a 7th grader at Wilmot. Natalie is currently employed at Multi-Business Solutions in Fergus Falls, Minnesota, and serves as the Chief People Officer / HR consultant for several businesses in South Dakota, North Dakota, and Minnesota. She is a current member of the Wilmot School Board, where she has served 7 years and previously coached 7 through 12 sports and competitive cheer in Wilmot. She is also the aunt to Brooklyn Raymond, 2026 student graduate. Please give a round of applause to Natalie Raymond.
Good afternoon, WHS, class of 2026, your family and friends, faculty, administration, and Wilmot School Board members. Wow, this feels like a very strange deja vu moment right now. I stood in this exact spot 29 years ago. 29 years, wow, that must make me old. But luckily there's some teachers in the room that might be older too. To give my graduation speech to my high school class, the class of 1997. And yes, you guys don't need to comment on how none of you were born then. I am well aware. I'm confident that my classmates don't recall a single word I said in 97. And I'm guessing that might be the same for all of you in the end, although I hope it's not. I hope that when I'm done with this speech, a half hour from now, you'll remember at least one thing that I said. Just kidding. We will try to get this done in 10 minutes or less because I know you guys have places to be. I am truly honored to have the opportunity to speak to you today. When I was thinking about what I wanted to share, I couldn't help but recall the feeling I had as I was getting ready to graduate high school. I could not wait to be done and to move out of Wilmot. I was going to go to college at a bigger school, SDSU, go Jacks. I was going to meet new people, enjoy a little anonymity, no one knowing my business or where I came from. It all sounded perfect. And I was definitely not going to be moving back here. Well, I guess that plan didn't work out. So today, the thoughts I want to share with you are these. What if you are graduating today and you don't know for sure what your next step is going to be? Or what if you have your life all planned out, but then it throws you a curveball, as life is known to do, and you need to figure out plan B or C or D? Okay, so graduates, raise your hand if you have your entire life perfectly planned out and if you expect it's all going to go exactly according to that plan. Anyone? Okay, so the parents and teachers and adults in the room, I want you to raise your hand if you had your life completely planned out at 18 and it all has gone perfectly according to that plan. I thought for sure David would raise his hand. Okay, well, for most of us, we are just figuring it out as we go. If you were waiting for that magical moment when everything clicks and you suddenly feel like you are a fully put together adult that has it all figured out, I hate to break it to you. We are all just doing life for the first time. When I graduated, I had a very clear vision for my future. As I was leaving this town, I was going somewhere bigger, building a life that looked totally different. For a while, I did that. But life has a funny way of rewriting your plans. Because eventually, I found myself right back here, in this town, the place I couldn't once wait to leave. And I'll be honest, at first that didn't feel like the dream. And if I'm being really honest, there may have been a few tears. But over time, I'm grateful that my perspective has changed. I'm starting to appreciate the things I once overlooked. Wide open spaces, family, the school, and community. I embraced rural living and the space that comes with it. I embraced being close to our family. I embraced the school. One of my most unexpected blessings was the 7 years that I spent coaching junior high and high school cheerleading. I am so proud of the girls that I coached, and it's been a joy watching them grow into amazing women. I embrace the sense of community. While there are times it can feel frustrating that everyone seems to know your business, I've also been deeply humbled to witness how, when tragedy strikes, the community comes together to support and rally around its own. I embraced a life I never planned, and it turns out it's a life that I'm incredibly grateful for. The same goes for our family. I may have thought a second full-term pregnancy would be part of our story, but our journey unfolded differently. And for that, I am incredibly grateful. I'm grateful that God's plan was bigger than my plan. The same goes for my career. I didn't have some perfectly planned out map. There's no 5-step roadmap I followed straight to where I am today. And to be honest, most of the time, I'm still figuring that out as I go. But I've embraced opportunities as they came. I've said yes, even when I wasn't 100% sure. I'm grateful for the amazing coworkers that I have, some of which have become lifelong friends. I'm grateful for all the bosses that I've had along the way. The ones that challenged me, the ones that mentored me, the good ones and the bad ones. The jobs I hated and the jobs that I hated to leave. All of them taught me something. And somehow, all those unexpected turns led me exactly where I needed to be. But now I should mention one thing that I managed to get right in high school. That high school boyfriend who became my husband. So while most of life didn't go according to plan, at least I got one decision right early on. And I'm very grateful for having James beside me throughout this journey of life. So before I wrap up, I just want to give you some practical advice that you can take with you today. So let's call it 4 simple steps for navigating life after graduation. So step 1, say yes more than you say no. Opportunities rarely show up perfectly labeled. Sometimes they look inconvenient, unexpected, or even a little intimidating, like speaking at a high school graduation. But say yes anyway and trust that you'll figure it out as you go. Step 2, stop measuring your life against someone else's timeline. The person next to you might graduate college before you. Someone else might change careers 3 times in the next 3 years. Someone might move away and someone might come back. None of it means you're ahead or behind. You're just running a different race. The real danger is not that life is a race. It's that we forget that not everyone started at the same line, runs the same path, or is headed to the same finish. Step 3, be willing to change your mind. The life you want at 18 might not be the life you want at 25, and that's not failure, that's growth. Give yourself permission to pivot. Because here's the truth, the goal isn't to have it all figured out. The goal is to be flexible and resilient in the face of whatever challenges are going to come your way. And I promise you, challenges will come. Step 4, always embrace the season of life you are in. Atomic Habits author James Clear said it best. It's rare to find your purpose for life, so instead, look for your purpose for this season. What lights you up right now? What's a good thing to dedicate this season of your life to? Perhaps more importantly, what purpose served you well in a previous season, but you have outgrown? Life is always changing. It's okay to pick a new North Star. The goal is to keep growing into someone who can handle whatever comes next. So yes, go chase the big dreams, leave if you want to, experience something new, find that independence that you've been looking for. Move out of your parents' house, which I'm sure is something that many of you can't wait to do. But also remember, sometimes the place you started becomes the place you choose. And sometimes the life you didn't plan turns out to be the one you're most grateful for. Congratulations, Wilmot Class of 2026. And don't worry, even if you don't have it all figured out yet, you're on the right track. I wish you nothing but the best today and in the future. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to take a moment to recognize some of our staff members who hit milestones. For 5 years of service, and if you're present, you could just stand to receive your applause. That would be great. Nicole Remley. Brianna Bean. Myron Van Hout. And the one with all the flowers, Nishandra Petrick. Hitting the milestone of 10 years of service, Robert Feather and Allison Butler. And with 15 years of service, we have Miss Sarah Hammond. I'd like to acknowledge 2 retirements. We do have a retirement after 4 years in Wilmot and 44 years in education. We have Marie Ammon retiring. And after 6 years in Wilmot and 36 years in education, we have Marla Stride retiring.
Well, it's my privilege and honor to present the School Board Academic Award to Annika Smith.
Now is the time everybody's waiting for. Mr. Anderson, Dr. Pelzel, members of the Wilmot Board of Education, members of the Wilmot faculty and staff, ladies and gentlemen, having met the requirements set forth by the state of South Dakota and the Wilmot School District, it is with great pleasure I present to you the class of 2026.
Bethany Joy Anderson, Presidential Academic Achievement Award with honors. Daniel Reese Barbosa. Jada Joyanne Cameron, Presidential Academic Excellence Award with honors. Maddox Joseph Foss. Kevin James Gibson. Hayden Allen Hogan. Tanner Maddox Booth. Carson Arnold Jurgens, Presidential Academic Achievement Award with honors. Emily Jean Metz, Presidential Academic Achievement Award with honors. Emma Brooke Pitzenbarger. Brooklyn Marie Raymond, Presidential Academic Achievement Award with honors. Matthew John Rennie with honors. Reese Marie Rudebush. Ethan Thomas Edward Schwen with honors. Annika Marie Smith, Presidential Academic Excellence Award with honors. Noah David Sorensen. The senior class will remain on the bleachers for about 2 minutes for anyone who wants to take their pictures.
heartbroken container. I've got a stagnant talking. It's a shower here, it's a payment plan. Shower curtains over my head. Every night when I go to bed, spending running and running. When I'm older, that's all burning. Do you feel shame? I said that makes me feel warm. You said, what does that make me? I asked you how it's going wrong. Said it's too much shit to carry.
Introducing for the final time your class of 2026 for Wilmot High School. All right, thank you so much for coming. Drive safe on your way to parties and other things, and have a good day. Also, be careful of the weather. If we can let parents go through the line first so they can get to their receptions, that would be helpful. Thank you.